More intense heat waves, devastating floods, ferocious wildfires, Californians can't escape the effects of climate change. At the same time, nearly 1 million of them still don't have clean drinking water. That's why environmental groups are pushing for a surge in state funding. I'm Alejandro Lazo, climate reporter for CalMatters, and this is Prop 4 in a minute. If a majority of voters say yes, Proposition 4 would authorize $10 billion in bonds to fund environmental and climate projects across the state. The measure would give priority to lower-income communities and those most vulnerable to climate change. The biggest chunk of bond money, $1.9 billion, would go to improving drinking water. But there's more. Money would also go to wildfire prevention and extreme heat projects, natural lands and parks, coastal protection, clean energy initiatives, and even agricultural improvements. In total, the cost to taxpayers would be $400 million a year over the next 40 years, meaning we could end up spending $16 billion in the long run, according to the state's nonpartisan legislative analysts. Why now? Well, environmental groups and renewable energy advocates have been pushing to spend more, especially after the state scaled back its original climate spending plan. Governor Gavin Newsom and the legislature approved the California climate commitment in 2022, but have since scaled it back by nearly $10 billion after the state faced a massive deficit. Supporters say the threats posed by wildfires, water pollution, and extreme heat are too urgent not to act, but opponents warn that bonds are the most expensive way for the government to pay for these projects. They argue that California should find other ways to finance these initiatives without taking on more debt. So what do you think? Vote yes if you support borrowing $10 billion for climate and environmental projects. Vote no if you think California should not pay for these projects by taking on more debt. To learn more about everything on your 2024 ballot, go to calmatters.org.